Charlie Munger once said, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you gotta do it." Now, you might be wondering why this initial chunk of change carries so much weight. Let's dive into that. The first $100,000 you make is a significant financial milestone. It's like a rite of passage into the world of wealth accumulation and financial security. It's the first major step on your journey to financial independence. But why is it so important? Well, imagine you're climbing a mountain. The first $100,000 is like reaching the first base camp. It's a hard, steep climb, and it takes a lot of effort. But once you're there, you've established a solid foundation. You're in a much better position to tackle the rest of the mountain. It's the same with wealth accumulation. That first $100,000 is the hardest to earn because you're starting from scratch. You're probably working a 9 to 5, saving as much as you can, and investing wisely. It's a grind. But once you've got that $100,000, you've proven to yourself that you can do it. You've developed the financial discipline and knowledge that will set you up for future success. Now, it might seem like a daunting task, but remember, every journey starts with a single step. And with the right strategies and mindset, it is entirely achievable. It's about setting realistic goals, managing your money wisely, and staying committed to your financial objectives. So don't be discouraged if you're not there yet. Keep pushing, keep learning, and keep striving towards that $100,000 mark. Making your first $100,000 is not just about the money. It's about developing the financial discipline and knowledge that will set the stage for future wealth. The journey to your first $100,000 begins with a solid financial foundation. Imagine building a house on shaky ground. It may stand for a while, but without a solid foundation, it's only a matter of time before it collapses. The same principle applies to your financial journey. Your first $100,000, an exciting milestone, requires a sturdy foundation for sustainable growth. Let's talk about budgeting and saving. These are the building blocks to your financial foundation. Budgeting helps you understand where your money is going and allows you to take control of your finances. It's about mindful spending, not deprivation. It's about prioritizing your financial goals over impulsive purchases. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. Now, saving may sound like a no-brainer, but it's surprising how many people overlook this simple strategy. Saving is not just about stashing away every spare penny. It's about making saving a habit. It's about consistently putting aside a portion of your income, regardless of the amount. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you save and invest that matters. Living below your means is another crucial aspect of building a solid financial foundation. It's not about denying yourself life's pleasures, but about spending wisely and responsibly. It's about choosing long-term financial security over short-term gratification. A stable income source is equally important. It's the fuel that powers your financial journey. Whether it's a full-time job, part-time gig, or a side hustle, having a reliable income stream is essential. Finally, let's not forget about reducing debts. High-interest debts can eat away at your savings and stifle your financial growth. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole at the bottom. Paying down debts as quickly as possible should be a top priority. In the words of the wise Charlie Munger, the first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily. This applies to your financial foundation as well. Once you start building it, keep going and never interrupt the process unnecessarily. Remember, a solid financial foundation is the platform from which wealth is built. Once you've built a solid financial foundation, it's time to grow your wealth through investing. Now, you might be wondering, what's the secret to successful investing? The answer lies in two words: compound interest. Albert Einstein once called it the eighth wonder of the world. Why? Because it's the process of earning interest on your interest, which can turn small amounts of money into a substantial sum over time. The key to leveraging the power of compound interest is starting early. This gives your money more time to grow. Think of it as planting a seed. The earlier you plant, the more time it has to take root and flourish into a thriving tree. Now, let's talk about where to plant these seeds. There are various investment options available, each with its own set of risks and rewards. Stocks, for example, offer potentially high returns but come with a higher risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are considered safer but offer lower returns. Mutual funds offer a way to diversify your investments, spreading the risk across different stocks or bonds. Real estate can also be a profitable investment. Buying properties and renting them out or selling them for a profit can generate a steady stream of income. But remember, just like any other investment, real estate comes with its own set of risks. The trick is to understand each investment option and select what aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. As the legendary investor Charlie Munger once said, "The big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting." It's about making informed decisions and being patient enough to let your investments grow. Remember, investing isn't about making quick money. It's about planting seeds and nurturing them over time. It's about understanding the risks, being patient, and letting the power of compound interest do its magic. Investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a way to steadily grow your wealth over time. While investing, it's crucial to diversify and manage risk. Let's break it down to the basics. Picture yourself at a buffet. Would you load your plate with just one kind of food? Probably not. You'd likely want a variety of flavors to enjoy a balanced meal. The same concept applies to investing. Diversification, in the context of investing, is about spreading your investments across different types of assets, sectors, or geographical locations. It's about not putting all your eggs in one basket. By doing this, you can reduce the risk of a single investment having a significant impact on your overall portfolio. If one investment doesn't perform well, others might, thus balancing out your potential losses. It's like having an array of dishes at a buffet. If one dish doesn't taste good, the others make up for it. Now let's talk about risk management strategies. There are a few key strategies to keep in mind here. First, understand your risk tolerance. This is essentially the amount of risk you are comfortable taking on. It's influenced by factors such as your financial situation, your investment goals, and your personal comfort with uncertainty. If the thought of a certain investment keeps you up at night, it's probably not within your risk tolerance. Next, consider your portfolio's diversification. This includes not only a mix of different types of investments, but also a mix within each type of investment. For example, if you're investing in stocks, don't just invest in one company or one sector. Spread your investments across multiple companies and sectors. Lastly, be aware of market trends and economic indicators. These can provide valuable insights into potential risks and opportunities. Just like a good chef keeps an eye on the quality of ingredients and changes in food trends, a good investor stays informed about the financial market. Remember what Charlie Munger, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, once said? The first rule of investment is don't lose. And the second rule of investment is don't forget the first rule. And that's all the rules there are. Diversification and risk management are your insurance policies against the unpredictable world of investing. The final piece of the puzzle is persistence and patience. Two words that may seem simple, but hold the power to shape your financial journey. Let's dive into what it means to be persistent and patient when it comes to wealth accumulation. Persistence, in its essence, is about staying the course, even when the going gets tough. It's about facing the ups and downs of the financial markets, the uncertainties, the risks, and still choosing to move forward. It's about holding on to your vision of financial freedom and working towards it day in and day out. Every business venture, every investment opportunity, every decision to save instead of spend is a step towards your goal. Now let's talk about patience. Patience is understanding that wealth accumulation is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about realizing that real, sustainable growth takes time. The power of compounding, a principle that's central to wealth creation, works best over the long haul. It's about letting your money work for you, year after year, decade after decade. Think of a tree. It starts as a tiny seed, barely visible. With time and the right conditions, it grows. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes years for it to grow into a towering, strong entity. Your wealth is that tree. Your persistence and patience are the water and sunlight it needs to grow. Remember, the journey to your first $100,000 is not going to be a smooth ride. There will be bumps along the way, there will be setbacks, but it's your persistence that will keep you going, and your patience that will give you the wisdom to understand that these setbacks are just stepping stones on your path to financial freedom. And to quote the brilliant Charlie Munger, "The big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting." Your first $100,000 may be the hardest to earn, but with persistence and patience, it won't be your last. In conclusion, your first $100,000 is a significant milestone on your journey to financial independence. It's the testament of a solid financial foundation you've built, reflecting your wise spending habits and disciplined saving. But it doesn't stop here. Your wealth grows as you invest, taking calculated risks and making informed decisions. It's about diversifying your investments, managing risks, not putting all your eggs in one basket. This journey, however, requires persistence and patience. Overnight success is a myth. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to significant results over time. And let's not forget, as the wise Charlie Munger once said, to get what you want, you have to deserve what you want. The world is not yet a crazy enough place to reward a whole bunch of undeserving people. Remember, the journey to your first $100,000 is not just about the money. It's about the skills, knowledge, and habits you develop along the way. So start today and take the first step towards your financial future.